Hey guys, welcome back to My Opinion. Glad to see you guys are back. Got a pretty good subject matter for you today. This is going to be one of those subject matters that's going to kind of probably get me into a lot of trouble. So, I was asked, hold on, let me get the question up so I can ask it and be on point. So the question is, basically, why do men have to have more than one woman? I was looking for it, somehow I just misplaced it or something, but hold on. Okay. It is, I found it. Why do men want multiple women or cheat? I mean, it's all in the same thing. And they wanted me to be brutally honest on this one. So, here goes. Why do men cheat and why do some men cheat and why do some men have to have multiple women? Wow. It is so many answers to that question. I'm just going to give you a few of those answers. Because not all men cheat. Not all men cheat. Some men cheat when they're younger, and as they get older, they just don't know how to hold a relationship. But that's not what you want to hear. You want me to be brutally honest. So, here it goes. Sometimes just straight up, sometimes you just get on your man's nerves. Sometimes you're dating a woman and she is just boring. I know women like to think that, oh, they're attractive and what's between your legs is platinum. And that's enough to keep your guy, because just because you laid down on your back and gave him 10, 15 minutes, he should be happy forever because he should be privileged. That is not necessarily the case. Sometimes you date a woman and she's just boring. Boring as hell. You could be dating a woman who's pretty and just doesn't know what she's doing in the bedroom. Now, she might handle the kids very well. She might handle the bills, helping out with the bills and all the other little stuff that goes on in a marriage, balancing the checkbook and cooking and cleaning and all those things that a person can bring to the table. And maybe just beyond that, she's just lame in bed. I'm not saying that's always the case, but it happens a lot. Then some men cheat because they get frustrated and they get mad at a woman. See, men are a little different than women. See, women, you guys, when you have a problem, you tell a guy over and over again what the problem is. And then we just hear it so much, it just sounds like nagging. I mean, over and over again. Then it goes on so much that most of the time, we're not even tuning in, we're tuning out. For those guys that are in that situation that cheat. And most men have been through points in their life where they might not have been the most stand-up person. Most people in general, even women, I mean, there's a lot of things we do in life and we all make bad decisions. So this is some of the things that that come out of bad decisions. So let's say you have a guy and a girl that are dating. And she's just nagging and nagging and nagging about everything, and when he comes at her, she doesn't want to be touched because she's irritated. She's tired of him not taking out the trash, or she's tired of him not doing this and that. You know how sometimes women turn into mom. And when you start viewing a woman as being your mama, you kind of get turned off. You don't want to sit there and get nagged at all day. And then she wants you to be thoughtful and romantic. And most of the time you can't be thoughtful because when you think of her, you get irritated and you get turned off. And your side piece, or the girl you used to date back in the day, wasn't the best person in every other category, but she was just awesome in bed. And so to relieve pressure, tension, frustration, you're not doing it just to get back at the girl, but you're just mad, you're upset, you don't know how to handle it. And when it just comes down to it is you just want to have an orgasm. It didn't mean nothing more than that, but just an orgasm. And I know it's kind of hard for women to understand that, some get it, but some don't, because they're like, well, you must love her, you care for her. No, sometimes you don't. Sometimes your hand is just not good enough. Sometimes you can't just keep playing with yourself. It just didn't hit the spot. But sometimes you're dating this girl, you like her, you care about her, you might love her, but might not even be all the way in love with her. So some men cheat for that reason, just out of pure frustration, hard day at work, hard life or whatever else, and then my girlfriend is not giving me the attention that I feel I should have, and you make excuses for yourself, but sometimes dudes just feel like they want to go have an orgasm. It has nothing to do with any of all this other stuff that you bring up. Sometimes a guy just needs this girl that does this great performance that his girlfriend doesn't want to do. Some women just don't want to do all that freaky stuff. Then you get guys then there are some cases, there are men that have been dating a woman and the girl has been everything with them on point all the way up until the fact she has a baby. Because I don't know what it is about you women that when you have a kid, you feel like, I'm a mama, I don't even give head no more. I'm just done with that. I'm not wearing those kind of panties no more. I'm not doing this no more. I come home, I'm just so tired, I'm so wore out. It's always something that when it comes down to the love making, there's an excuse. And you feel like, we got this family, he better not do this, he better not do that, but the same thing you got that you did to get him is the same thing you have to do to keep him. And when you stop doing those things, then his mind is going to go over here. You may feel I've grown up and I've changed and I don't want to do it in the backseat of the car anymore. I don't want to do it out in the park, or I don't want to play around in the movie theater, or whatever it was that you guys were doing when you first got together. Now you got this kid and now you got him on a schedule where he might get it once or twice a week or something like that. And other than that, your back hurts and you got a headache. Yeah, that's why he's cheating on you, because he's going back with this girl who will hang from the chandeliers and give him everything he wants. So you want to know, that's what it is. Like I said, there's a lot more reasons, but that's just to name a few. I can just talk to you all day, but then you know what you guys are going to say? He is woman bashing, but what about what the guy is doing? And what about this? And it's hard work being a mom. Well, it's hard work being a man. It's hard work of being with this woman and paying child support for a kid that I'm not even have in my household. Or you was married to a woman and you paying alimony and you giving a girl money and she's still getting her same way of life, but you're not getting your way of life because you was used to getting those private dances from her, but you steady paying money to her because she felt like, hey, he was paying all the bills before, so judge, give me alimony. And he gets it. So guess what? Life is hard for everybody, but figure out what it is you're doing wrong and what it could be that you're doing to help break down your relationship, because everybody plays a role in an argument. So, hey, I know people are going to be upset with that, but it's the truth. So when you start thinking your stuff is platinum and he won't cheat, he will. So you better get on your job, get back to those chandeliers, get back to that park bench, or get back to that back seat of that car, whatever it was that it took to get him. Do that some more, even better now because you're older and you done got wiser, if you want to hold on to him. I mean, that's not the only thing that's going to hold on to a man, but if you got a man, sometimes he may be being pressed to go that way. Well, hey, that's just my opinion. I'm sure yours probably differ. But if you have a question for me or a statement, or you want to see part 2, send me the question. Hit me up on Facebook at Jervis Brown II. That's Jervis Brown II on Facebook. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. And let's keep the party rolling. Until next time, have a good one.